for taking time away from putting raisins in chicken salad to be here tonight. Amanda, you look like you give head over the condom.
All right, thank you, Slender Man-Child. So Ruben went to Sarah Lawrence College, known for this famous cult, this sex cult that took place there. Just to be safe, he's had literally no sex at all.
My uncle would say otherwise. I just want to thank Amanda for taking time away from getting friend-zoned by every guy she knows to be here tonight. Amanda, you look like you sneak nicotine patches onto guys so they get addicted to holding you.
Really smart. Ruben's dad is a musician and his mom sells someone else's paintings. Ruben could not wait to pursue comedy and carry on his family's legacy of being broke and useless.
Hell yeah, that was smart. First of all, I just want to thank Amanda for taking time away from her true crime podcast to be here tonight. You look like you make an OnlyFans just to post casserole recipes on it.
Reuben is the name is from a character in the Bible that loses all respect to his name after sleeping with his father's mistress. But Reuben's way different. He's never had any respect to his name, and his father's mistress filed a restraining order against him.
No, that didn't happen. He died. I want to thank Amanda for taking time away from rewatching Friends to be here tonight. You look like when you have sex, you always say, "Is this okay?"
Ruben, one of his odd jobs, is working at a plant warehouse, and it's like, oh yeah, Ruben, what plant? Daisies, 'cause you're gay?
Last joke? Yeah. I want to thank Amanda for taking time away from using mayonnaise as lube to be here tonight. You look like you call your vagina your hoo-ha.
Hell yeah. Ruben is from Lafayette, Louisiana, which is actually known for having America's largest swamp, also known as his mother's vagina.
Let them both hear. We had a mom's vagina joke. Ruben yes-anded her joke and said, "My uncle fucked me." That had everything. I love this. Let's go to the judges here. Austin, I'll start with you. What did you think of this battle? Who do you think took it?
Well, it's complicated. I think overall it was a really awkward step-sibling porn video. Ruben, you look like you just became a real boy, so it was just a little distracting. But no, I think you guys both had really good jokes. And at first, I thought Ruben felt more fluent, and I slightly preferred his stage presence and delivery. But then towards the end, he said something about casseroles, and it went downhill. And then Amanda had a great joke at the end. So I would say Amanda.
All right, that is one for Amanda. Chloe McGovern, who did you think took this one?
Ruben, it makes sense you went to Sarah Lawrence because you look like you'd be really good at scissoring. Definitely see that for you. I agree with Austin. Ruben up top, I thought you were going to take it. I thought your white lady jokes were really specific. Thank you for studying our culture. But I think the thank you for taking time away from joke structure got a little repetitive, and I would have liked to see that. You break out of that. And then Amanda, your jokes, I think, were very creative, especially the Daisy jokes. So I'm going to give it to Amanda.
That is two for Amanda. Dan Wickes.
Yeah, I want to say, Ruben, I want to say thank you for taking time away from writing. Thank you for taking time away. Amanda, how do you make time for all these hobbies? But yeah, Ruben, you had a lot of ideas, but not a lot of ways of structuring those ideas. Yeah, I thought you had two very strong jokes, which makes sense because you kind of look like you're in Twin Peaks. All right. You watch Twin Peaks, that's a compliment. He's a handsome boy. But yeah, I think Amanda clearly took that one. But Ruben, next time you come back, you know what to do differently. You have good ideas,
Just do better is what Dan's saying. That's 3 for Amanda. Scott, I'll kick it over to you for last words here.
It doesn't really matter my vote, my thoughts, but it was a good battle between a couple that shares clothes. Ruben seems like he just keeps getting f***ed up, and Amanda won't leave. He's a good man, I know it. Anyway, yeah, Amanda won.
That's it. 4 votes for Amanda. Let them hear it. Great job to both of them.
Mike looks like he uses his do-rag and his cum rag interchangeably. Yeah.
I don't know this nigga. When we stand next to each other, it looks like I just sold him an eighth for $150.
Mike told me he dated 2 women and then became celibate because sex is special. Hey, Mike, I think he might just be gay.
He looked like all the Goonies in one person. His parents got divorced at the same time he started learning how to do magic. His dad blames him for making the spark disappear.
At least my dad didn't disappear from my life.
I'm your daddy now, nigga.
Mike's a Christian, but the only confessions he gives are in court for trying to baptize people in a Popeyes sink.
He's boring. He looks like when the episode when SpongeBob became normal. That's this nigga right here.
Mike, you look like you use quarters on strings at the laundromat. You look like you make other black people cross the street.
Give it up for CJ. CJ's a guy that took dodgeball way too seriously in high school. There's too many girls on my team.
Last joke.
All right. Mike's ex actually drowned her infant in a bathtub. I know. Fucked up, right? But he still follows her on Instagram. Mike's not a born-again Christian. The only person he knows that wants to be born again is his ex's kid.
All right, this is not a... No, this is not a joke, but... Okay, because... All right, this happened yesterday. I asked him, yo, how tall are you? He asked me, how did your ex-baby die? Like it was the same question. That's not the same level of question. Okay, CJ is what you get if you take a pug and you just feed it Joe Rogan podcasts. Its entire infant life.
That's it, everybody. Let him hear it. Good stuff, guys. 150 and 8th. That's a damn good deal. Hit me up after this, Michael. Judges, I'm going to start with Chloe Mcgovern. Who do you think took this battle, Chloe?
I want to give props to Michael for having pure hate in his heart for CJ. This didn't feel like a roast up top. It just felt like you genuinely had these things to say to him. I feel like you've never done comedy before. You just saw CJ and you were like, let's go. I can't believe you told him voluntarily that your ex drowned her baby. Good for you. That last joke, CJ, was incredible, but I think Michael's set just overall was stronger, so I'm gonna give it to Michael.
All right, that's one for Michael. Dan Wickes. Who do you got?
I thought this was a very entertaining battle. I think it's great. You look at these guys, you don't think that they're going to be friends until you look at their boots.
Nice sets of boots here.
But yeah, I thought you guys were awesome. I agree with Chloe. I think that CJ, you basically 4 for 5 on that battle. Very fun. Unfortunately, Michael was 5 for 5, so I'm gonna have to vote for him. But the good news is you're the video intern, so you can edit the judging out.
There you go. That is 2 for Michael. Scott Hall.
This was great. The battle between the two types of guys that work out outside. One in a park and one on a jungle gym. You can figure out which one is which. Oh man, I don't know what's tighter, Michael's do-rag or CJ's pants.
His leg hair got waves right now.
I would love to see Josh in some jean shorts made out of those pants.
Yeah.
You'd be. Oh man. I'm really impressed that you pulled off the dead baby joke. I thought it was gonna not land at all, but you nailed it. But I do think Michael took it, so I got to give it to Michael.
All right, that's 3 for Michael. Austin Nasso, final thoughts.
Yeah, I think overall CJ's really brave. You know, to come to a roast battle wearing women's leggings is wild. And yeah, I just thought Michael's set was really funny overall. I don't know if he knew comedy, but he was definitely going to give CJ a swirly after, and you could feel it in his voice. So I'm going to give it to Michael, but CJ had a good joke at the end.
Good roast, guys. Michael takes it, 4 votes. Clap it up for these two.
Jacqueline used to write Harry Potter fan fiction. Not the joke, but it's super fitting though because she's built like a fan art drawing of Hermione. So.
I just want to say before we get started, Dan, I am so sorry we were late today. It was Steph's fault. She walks so slow. Like so
I know.
slow.
I really know.
But this is Steph's first roast. Give it up for her. Yes. Steph, thank you for taking a break from being a Huda apologist to be here tonight. But you know what? Give it up for her. You might know her from the girl who's trying to have sex with you at the open mic. And she knows all of you as guys who like could definitely be into her though.
Okay. No, Jacqueline has 2 moms, but she's straight, which does prove to us that being a lesbian is not genetic, but dressing like one is. So, yeah. The carabiner is insane.
It's my culture. Speaking of culture, Steph is Dominican, but she looks Korean and acts white and sounds annoying.
It's true. Jacqueline is one of my best friends, and we promised each other when we got up here we wouldn't reduce ourselves to like calling each other fat or anything. And I'm just here to say, Jacqueline, I would never call you fat. I would call you fucking retarded.
It's better. Steph hasn't had a boyfriend ever since she started taking mood stabilizers. So it turns out guys don't like her real personality or her manufactured one.
Jacqueline's a waitress, and she says she's a starving artist. How are you still hungry?
We know I eat, girl. Steph is bipolar, which means she is both a slut and a whore. Steph has had sex with so many ugly dudes, she's about to run out of options here.
Jacqueline's body looks like it was scientifically engineered to attract black men. It's just true. But it is insane because she cries when they get too close to her.
Steph is one of the guys, or desperate, in other words. Yeah, she's not like other girls, guys, okay? She plays Skyrim. Yeah. And she thinks telling guys that will make her seem cool, but instead it just makes her seem ugly.
Clap it up for him, everybody.
I'm taking you off my close friend story.
Woo! I'd hate to be in that group chat after this. After this one, let's go with Scott Hall. I'm going to start with you. Who do you think won this battle?
I think this is one of the best best. One of the best. Just go to somebody. No. I can only assume Steph is Michael's ex-girlfriend. If you laughed at that, that's on you, not me. No, this is a good whose pants can get higher off. The old fat comb over. I know it well. I'm a fellow fat. No, I think Jacqueline won.
All right. That's one for
No
Jack.
battle analysis, just
fat comb over and then a vote. All right, that's one for Jacqueline. Austin, who did you think took this one?
I don't know. It's pretty close. At first I couldn't tell you guys apart. I got kind of confused. You both look like you're cosplaying different fruits. I think overall it was pretty close. Like I think audience reaction was pretty equivalent, and I felt like it was pretty equal. But I want to give it to Steph just because you're new.
That's a good reason. 1 and 1. There you go.
Oh, diversity and inclusion. It's so beautiful.
There you go, Chloe. It's what you were looking for. Equity. Chloe.
Thank you for the hooded joke. That Skyrim joke went over my head, so I needed that. It was a really great battle between two girls who used to walk the mile together. Jacqueline, I want to thank you specifically for leaving the Cookie Monster pajama pants at home today. Yeah, I think it was both really great, sharp joke writing from both. I love when two friends roast each other. I think there's like a fun energy there. I do think, Jacqueline, you edged it out a little bit. I just think your audience responses were stronger. So I'm going to give it to Jacqueline.
All right, 2 for Jacqueline, 1 for Steph. Dan Wickes, the choice is yours.
I think it's crazy that Jacqueline's the one who wrote Harry Potter fan fiction. Yeah, but I thought this was a great battle between Lois and Meg Griffin. But I agree with everyone. I thought I had this dead even. I really did, so I'm glad I'm going to give it to Steph so we can see what you guys have to say.
All right, audience. I warned you guys this was coming. So just as a refresher, I'm going to put my hand over each one of these ladies. You're going to clap and make noise and hoot and holler for whoever you think won and whoever you think won only. Okay? And if you can't decide, pick your favorite color, orange or pink, all right? Just make it easy. We're going to start with Jacqueline Laura Edwards. Make some noise if you think Jacqueline won this battle. Okay. I'm remembering those decibels. Now clap it up for the newcomer, Steph Brown, everybody. I'm going to have to give it to Jacqueline by just a hair, but great job to both of you. Let them hear it.
Sorry if anybody had a problem with the subway yesterday. Emily saw a guy playing a banjo with a twirly mustache, and just...
Love me some hipster guys. Oh my God. So this is my first time meeting you, Marty. Where'd you get your hair cut? Super Cops? Really? You're the first guy I've ever met that waxes his mustache and his receding hairline. It's really cute. If Diddy runs out of baby oil, I think he could use your temples.
All right, give it for the witches of Bushwick over here, guys. Emma actually teaches yoga, which makes sense because every time she bends over, she's a downward-facing dog.
Oh my God. And you're the creepy guy in the back of the class watching all the girls.
I fucking paid my $40.
No one wants to see that, dude. So you can tell Marty's kind of athletic. He plays rugby and he does that at-home workout P90 neck.
Hell yeah. That's fucking sick. Emily's actually also a part-time DJ, like radio DJ. What's dying faster, that industry or your eggs?
The frozen bit.
She's also a bartender with a theater degree from a college that's closing. How did you manage to make that degree worth even less?
So Marty's an accountant, but I'd never trust him with his money because he looks like he owns an Albanian nightclub. And he just spend my tax return on strippers and blow.
It's a profitable endeavor. Let's see. You're a white girl who loves crystals and teaches yoga. If you were any more basic, your pussy might smell normal.
All right, sorry, it smells like kombucha. Like, what? All right, it's hard to take Marty seriously with that chain because I feel like he has resting puka shell face.
Hell yeah. Give it for mid girls for Cuomo, guys. You look like you're describe your rapist as a real Scorpio. You look like you asked him what time he was born when he was holding you down.
Well, I mean, it'd probably be a retrograde. Let's be real. Oh my God. So I feel like Marty looks like a character from Grand Theft Auto, but the one that robs people for craft beer.
Let him hear it, everybody.
Thank you guys very much. Judges, I'm going to kick it right to you. Dan Wickes, who do you think took this battle?
I thought this was a great battle between the couple that saw you from across the bar and liked your vibe. Yeah. Marty, I cannot believe what a piece of shit you are. Let's see. Let's go down. You called her a dog. You said her eggs were drying up. You said she got shit. The pussy smell thing. Jesus. I mean, you crushed. You were hilarious, but oh my God. I am 100% voting for you and not feeling good about it.
All right, that is one for Marty. Scott Hall, who do you think took this one?
I agree with Dan about the couple thing. You guys seem like you make sexual comedy skits on Instagram to promote your OnlyFans. Yeah, Marty, what the fuck, man? No, I thought it was good. I thought the banjo joke didn't get enough, and I thought your P90 next joke didn't get enough. I thought those were both great, but I do think Marty just barely edged it, especially with that last pop he got. So I got to give it to Marty.
All right, that is two for Marty. Austin, who do you think took it?
Yeah, I don't know. Marty's jokes were deeply offensive. He's a bad guy. For sure. Not a good dude. Nothing in there. But I mean, I don't know. Like, you guys, you do have something. You two, like, you guys look like you could go on a heist kind of relationship or heist, like a hike. Well, he looks like he actually goes on hikes, but the vibe is you guys would do a heist together, or in the 1950s he would beat you.
Or now.
And we had great jokes as the only Jewish prostitute. Okay, that was great. But no, I thought Emily had a lot of good jokes, and I don't know. I thought Marty's angle was pretty one-dimensional with only the women stuff. So I don't know. I think there was a bad guy. Fun.
Keep working through it. Yeah.
But I kind of want to give it to Emily because there was more diversity there, and not her being, but her jokes.
Chloe, clap it up for Chloe.
Her jokes were more diverse.
All right, that is two for Marty, one for Emily. Chloe, you're having the night of your life right now.
I think diversity won tonight, guys. I do agree with what everybody else said. The sexual energy in this room right now is electric. Congratulations, you two, on getting to fuck each other tonight. Yes.
Marty hanging out outside. So what neighborhood are you going back to? I'm getting an Uber. I don't know. I guess you guys were looking for diversity tonight because there were certain jokes there from Marty where if you were any more basic, your pussy would smell normal is genius. It's poetry. It's the best thing I've ever heard. So I'm gonna give it to Marty.
All right, Marty edged it out. Clap it up for both of them. Let them hear it. Good job, guys. Now, someone start a timer. We're giving them 7 minutes in the green room. Don't let them out.
Winner of this fight gets a sleep apnea machine. So hell yeah. One of us is gonna sleep harder than Justin's victims.
I'd like to thank Daniel from taking a break from fogging up the windows at Crumble to be here.
I was doing that before. So.
This is actually Daniel's first roast where he isn't rotating over a fire with an apple in his mouth.
Wait. Before we get into it, I want to give a quick shout out to the stage. Holding up both of us. Both of us. Yeah, both. God bless. Stronger than Justin's dad ever was. Wow.
This is cool. As a 90s kid, I'm so excited to be roasting the caterpillar from A Bug's Life.
Das ist gut, ja?
On a similar note, Daniel said that comedy has brought stability into his life, something no piece of furniture ever could.
Thank you, J.D. Vance, if he never escaped poverty. Justin is so racist, he can only say the N-word with a hard on.
Oh, Daniel, you sentient bowl of mashed potatoes.
You're lucky I don't know what that word means.
Daniel's Colombian, and he's going to be starring in a sequel to Scarface called Fat Face.
Justin, if you're here, who's complaining about the new Superman movie being too woke? Justin's girlfriend's never gotten pregnant before because he eats the cream pie out before she does.
Hey, Humpty Dumpty, how does it feel to be performing in front of a wall instead of sitting on it? Daniel's face looks like the moon. Not because it's so big, but because so many guys have blasted off onto it.
Justin, if you're here, who's enforcing all the rules at game night? Justin works for promoting a minor league baseball team. Basically, he begs drunk dads to care about something worthless. It's nice he found a job that really matched his childhood. Stumbled.
Thank you, you hungry hipster. Daniel, you really are hard to look at.
Oh my God.
Looking at you.
That was just mean.
Looking at you is like staring at the sun. Your parents wish they never had.
What a battle. What a way to close. Daniel, I'm sorry. I feel like I fucked you by wearing shorts today. I think Dan's already going to vote against you. But I'm going to start with Chloe Mcgovern. Chloe, who do you think took this headlining battle?
Do you guys ever think the index cards like fall out of people's pockets on the way to the train and then it like convinces somebody not to live here anymore? I do love to see one fat guy roast a slightly fatter guy. I think that's great. Daniel, you're always super fun to watch. I feel like you're a great time at any roast. You're just like really game for anything and you play into all the jokes and I love that. I do think Justin won though. Yeah.
All right, one for Justin. Dan Wickes, who do you think took it?
I thought this was a lot of fun. The backstory behind this battle. Last time I put Justin against a very good battler who was like a skinny guy, and Justin didn't love being called fat against a skinny guy, so I tried to on that. I booked Daniel in this because Daniel, look, I put him against last time. I put him against like a newer battler, and Daniel won like a real challenge. So I put him against Justin for the next one because Justin's like a really well-seasoned battler. They have a great battler. Unfortunately, Daniel did also lose to the new battler. But well, you are very entertaining when you fall down. But yeah, dude, Daniel, you did a great job. But yeah, my vote goes to Justin.
All right, 2 for Justin. Scott Hall.
One more time for them, everybody.
Yeah.
A very, very entertaining battle between the kid from Sixth Sense and the dead guy he saw. All right, that was iffy. You guys, no? Does Dan's hat look like it came with a giant lollipop? That's better, right? He looks like Babe Ruth. Anyway. I really, really love that battle. You guys are both great. I think Justin's jokes just hit a little bit more. Yeah.
All right, 3 for Justin. Austin.
Yeah, I thought
final words.
This was pretty great. The boy from Up and his child molester.
Which is which?
I don't know. But no, it's cool to see the Mucinex guy roast battle.
Which is which?
But overall, I love your appearance jokes, Justin. I think they're so funny and so specific, and I just am a fan of those kind of jokes, especially like the caterpillar one was so funny. Yeah. You look like so many things. It's crazy. Like you had it so good with this guy. Like it's ridiculous. Like you look like the Pillsbury Tire Boy, like the Pillsbury Doughboy, like Michelin Tire. You look like so many things. But obviously, I'm gonna give it to Justin. But I think it was a good battle.
Give it up for these 2 guys. What a battle. Good job, guys. Good stuff. Let them hear it. Now we're going to give them 7 minutes in the green room. Let's lock the door.